because it's a whole process of learning. In fact, I think if I ever had a motto throughout the entire duration of my life and what I do now and whatever the hell it is, it's learning, coming up with ideas, and accountability. You know, like, I don't care how long you have to learn something, you just kind of have to learn it to the point where you're able to do something with it in your own mind outside of just kind of having something there to guide you, if that makes any sense. And then there's ideas, coming up with new ideas. And I mean, that could be anything for whatever you fucking do, I don't know. I just know for YouTube, ideas is a cornerstone to making a very successful video because it prolongs people clicking and it also prolongs people watching. But that could be integrated into other things. Maybe you're an engineer. Maybe you come up with ideas in the sense of, oh, this is a new thing that's gonna fucking make a lot of money. Cool. That's very important. Trust me, it very much is. Especially when I'm trying to figure out how to survive on these streets. I gotta come up with clever ideas in understanding how to save money and how to conserve on energy and how to just appropriately utilize my time. Trust me, I've gotten better at it, but I'm not gonna lie. Trial by fire and trial by error. Also too, the biggest one is just accountability. This is the thing that most people are allergic to. We can make the joke, haha, girls are allergic to accountability. You put one gorilla and 100 guys will try, 100 girls in accountability. But in truth, everybody's afraid of that shit. Nobody wants to look inside of their freaking checking account and see that, yeah, their money is at a set basis and literally they have to think in their mind, am I going to spend $100 this week or am I gonna buy that new Nintendo, console that costs borderline $500? But yeah, that's what you really gotta do. You gotta really be accountable. And you also have to know how to do that in regards to not only just, maybe your paycheck, but also too, your diet and maybe even where you go with your time. And if you understand that you just have certain habits that you just can't stop, like my need or compulsion to make sure that I eat a dessert at some point in time after eating what I eat that's healthy or considerably healthy. There's just parts about me that I even come to this point that I understand that it ain't gonna go away, it's unhealthy, but it's gotta stay there, so I'm just gonna work with it. Try to organize that in a way where you can be accountable in the sense that you can still accomplish things that you want to do and things that you want to save and all that kind of stuff. You got to make a constant effort for this stuff, especially in my situation where I'm homeless. In a sense, I got to really stay on top of everything that I do. There are people that will want my time and my energy, and I'll be very sparing with who I spend time and energy with because it usually revolves into spending more money and all that stuff because I'm a fucking man now. And yeah, it's kind of expensive to be a dude and actually hang out with people in some respects. Especially with time, money, energy, and that's really what it comes down to. So for the most part, I'm kind of on my own and I'm by myself and I'm kind of just always taking one day at a time and stuff like that. And I'm constantly planning on what I'm going to do next and what I'm going to efficiently do. So that's why even then, I kind of spend more time with myself. Yeah, of course, if I have more money, maybe I might, but maybe I might not. There are people that save a lot of money and get a lot of money like I have in the past few weeks, but there's always something along that road that can absolutely cripple all of your finances and all of your time and all of your energy and bring you back to zero, which is why I think in a weird sense I'm constantly concerned with making sure not only that I have enough and I have a lot, but I understand that I am the backbone of what keeps me kind of trucking, and if my backbone literally breaks, then there is no surviving, and it gets even more complicated as a result if I end up becoming some kind of weird paraplegic, blah, 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 on the street or something like that. Paraplegic, I don't know how to exactly say that word. Man, I suck. But yeah, this is where I'm at, and basically I'm going to say and round it up to 3 months time of being homeless. Working my way into the Air Force and continuously accomplishing YouTube tasks while also trying to keep my head above water. As difficult as it can be at times, it does just make me into a well-rounded person at the end of the day, regardless to the kind of, trips and falls that I make along the way. And I hope that the future version of myself enjoys this, if anything. I mean, realistically, this is a video for the version of myself outside of, dare I say, high school, Air Force training and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, when it comes down to videos, good thumbnail that makes people curious to click, and good retention that keeps people really locked in till the end of the video, preferably longer. And yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing more to say about that, you know? Just create your dream kind of projects. I don't know. Freaking figure it out.